Hello, and welcome to this Empowered Hour with Empowered Living Inc. It's your girl Athena, and
Ranada, how are you?
girl, I'm tired. I, I have
Understandable.
no, I have no words to say, but I am tired. But it's okay. We
It's
have a
been a busy day. It's been a
it,
full day.
it has been, and I praise God for it. That we
Yes,
could be busy and we could do things to keep us a little occupied. Shout out to Katina and her lovely event we went to this morning, networked
yes,
and
yes,
socialized, had a good meal.
yes.
Uh, you
Got
know,
empowered and got motivated and all the
it,
things.
now we're gonna get empowered all over again. But we'll
I
talk about
know.
it after we, at a few moments. But are you, echoing my same sentiments? You tired too, or you just?
It's been a full day. I've had a doctor's appointment. We went to that wonderful event. I hurry up and got home so I could, after getting my tires fixed. So I still got like a couple hours worth of work to do. So it's been a long day.
Tell me about it. This has been a good, productive, but tiring day. But
Yes,
we're gonna
yes.
be so live here in a minute. It's not even gonna feel like we're doing anything extra. But before we get too deep into the show, as usual, I have to kick it to Lady J because I do not recall all the ways people can tune in, listen, like, subscribe, and share. So, Lady J, please take that away because I don't know. I'll miss something every time.
If you'd like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in to JQLM Radio, this is what you would share. You can tune in live by downloading the JQLM Radio app on your Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live via Alexa, the TuneIn app, the Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find on our website, where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com/JQLM radio. Or just visit egoentertainmentnet.com and click the button right there on the home page. You can also connect with us via our website or social media at JQLM Radio. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Additionally, you can email us at jqlmradio@gmail.com. Find us under our parent company, Ego Entertainment Network, on social media at EGOENTNET. That's Ego Ent Net. You can also follow us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And last but not least, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network.
I
Oh,
missed
it's
like
always
half of
great.
that already.
It's okay. It's always great to hear those wonderful, wonderful accomplishments.
So
And
today,
listen.
yes, exactly. So today, we have the beautiful, the talented, the wonderful Dr. Shan White Shaw. Now, I looked at her bio, right? It's real good, real extensive,
Mhm. Yes, it is.
and I won't be like her when I grow up. Um, I, I just the little bit I knew before I read her entire bio, I knew she's a superwoman. So I will let her introduce herself in her own way, but I know all the listeners are going to be pleasantly surprised at this Atlanta bound woman. I mean, she travels, but she's stationed in Atlanta. But she's amazing. especially from all the things our Lady J says about her, and also the experience that I've had. Kind of separated but together because we worked on the re-up experience before together. So, but anywho,
Mhm.
before I start rambling and getting all into details, introducing Dr. Shan White Shaw. How you doing, girl?
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
Honey, I gotta bring the energy because y'all said y'all was tired, honey. We gotta get crunk on this show.
Oh, we about to get, yes, please bring
Yes,
it on.
honey. Yes, thank you guys so much for having me on your show.
It's
Thank
an
you.
honor for us.
Right. Thanks for accepting the invitation because you have your own show in your own right. But okay, let me stop telling your business. You tell the listeners who do not know you a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, hello, all the listeners that are tuned in to the show. I am Shan White with S&W Enterprise, who's also the CEO of Let's Talk Real Talk Women Empowerment. Since we're talking about women empowerment, God didn't forget about me apparel. Let's talk catering service where your girl is cooking with the love and anointed t-shirt company. So y'all need some shirts and stuff. Make sure you hit your girl up.
Oh.
Like I
Mm.
said, she do a lot.
You
Wait,
do.
let me not leave out also who is attached to Ego Entertainment now. So yes, your girl is on the team.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how did you get into all the stuff that you do? I know that's like a very
Ooh.
big question.
Oh my God. Okay, so it really started out with the women empowerment
Okay.
that I was we was doing, rent out different venues and have little segments where, we do the empowerment for the women. So whatever, it's so much that be going on, and a lot of people really don't, be talking and discussing stuff. And I tell people, hey, let's talk real talk. Let's take out the mask and let's really, what I'm saying, like, let's just put it out there. We like do a little disclosure and everything for the people because I want people to feel, that they can talk and they in a trusted environment. And then I started cooking. Sometimes you got to cut the middleman out.
Mm-hmm.
So I started cooking and including the food. So that's where the food came in with Let's Talk Catering. And then I was like, you know what? I think I want to get on some t-shirts and stuff. So started doing my t-shirts. The next thing I know, God was like, okay, let the people know while you in the process of doing everything that I haven't forgotten about them. So we came up with the name that God didn't forget about me. So we got to include God in everything that we do. So it was amazing. But I say this is
Amen.
nobody but God.
Amen.
I love the name of your apparel company. That's such a
Thank
great reminder
you.
because people be forgetting that God didn't forget them.
It is. Because, oftentimes we think that God has forgotten about us and we be like, okay, I want this, I want that. And sometimes we can go to God and be like, God, you know what I'm saying? I see for me, I talk to God like he my homeboy. I be like, listen, God, come on now. I need this, 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 this. And then sometimes I be like, dang, I know I had asked God for this and it never happened. And sometimes God will like send a reminder and be like, hey, I did that. And I'm like, God, when you did that? And then he have to remind me. And I'll be like, oh my God, God did not forget about me. And I was like,
Mm.
that's really deep, like for real, for real. And I'm gonna just share since we, on the radio, I'm just talking. That's like I used to always say I wanted to meet Tyler Perry. And I was like, oh my God, I want to meet Tyler Perry and everything. And I was like, okay, God, I did a vision board one time. Well, several times. I'm a vision board person. And I was
Okay.
like, God, everything on my vision board pretty much have came to pass. I said, but I have yet to meet Tyler Perry. And God had to remind me. He said, you did meet Tyler Perry. And I said, I did. And he was like, yeah, you don't remember, when you was over there working at the Civic Center. And I was like, oh my God, I did meet Tyler Perry and had a whole full blown conversation and everything.
How you
And I was
forget
just like,
that?
what? You know, when you so busy, your mind be cluttered. Sometimes you can forget stuff. it stuff, but God had to bring it back to your memory and be like, yo. I was like, you know what? But I was young then. I was young. I have to
Okay.
admit, I was young back then. So, but like they say, timing is everything.
True.
And I get that. Because when I met him, like I said, we had a whole conversation. Matter of fact, I was like a manager over there at the Civic Center. If everybody familiar with the Civic Center down in Atlanta. And Tyler had parked his car in the back. And somebody was trying to get out. So I had to go to Tyler and say, hey, Tyler, they need you to, move your car. And he was like, okay. And I was telling him, I said, I want to ask you a question. He said, okay, let me move my car. I'm going to come back. And I'm going to say to myself, like, man, the man finna go get in his car and pull off. But he moved his car, came back. We had a conversation. And I was telling him, I said, I do acting. And I'm telling him all the stuff I do. And he was like, okay. He said, go down to, he told me the street I need to go to. And I'm like, okay, okay. He was like, ask for this person. And he's like, he was hooking me, your girl up and everything. And I was like, okay. But I think back then I was young. I ain't really know about Google and stuff back then.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I ran up on that street and I was like, oh my God, here go that street that man told me about. But it was too late because he was moving and I had forgot who the little lady was that he had told me to talk to. And I was just like, man. But God had also tell me, back then, sometimes when we want something at that right then moment, it might not be the right time. So I think I wasn't as advanced that I am now back then. So
Right.
it made a lot of sense because I probably would have been in there and just probably stumbling over lines and everything. They were like, what? Who are they lady? So
I mean, but
I'm
that's
kind
a
of
valid point.
thankful. Look, so I'm kind of thankful that things kind of went the way they did. And like I say, timing is everything because in life, we all sometimes want stuff on a microwave level. And I always just want stuff when we want it. And if it's not,
Mm-hmm.
of God's timing, it ain't going to go right. So for me, that was like a valuable lesson. That, but I did get to meet Tyler Perry. God was like, hey, I ain't forget about you. And I was like, you're right. So,
I love that. I love that. So, for you, what would you say are like would be two or three of your biggest accomplishments?
whew. One of my biggest accomplishments, I would say, just really like believing in myself and going forward and just staying the course. And I say that because sometimes, in life, we all may say we want to do this, we want to do that. And a lot of times people start it, but they don't finish it. So for me, I can truly say I'm thankful that I really pushed myself. I got that go getter, that hustle mentality, to get out here and
Mm-hmm.
hustle hard like you ain't got no friends and truly make stuff happen. And I've been doing it, it's been surprising,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been accomplishing a lot of things. And, just to see the fruits of your labor is amazing for me because, like I say, sometimes people start, but they don't finish.
True.
We got a lot of people that's like that.
True.
And I'm sure we all know somebody like that. They start, but they don't finish.
I
True.
mean, at
But then
one
they
point
go
in
on
my
to it.
life, I was that person.
And then they go on to another time. You like, what about that? You still doing that? Nah, I don't do that no more. I'm doing this right here. So, but I'm thankful, I got a chance to, you know, accomplish and keep going, motivate myself.
I love that. I love that.
I
Athena, were
definitely
you
agree
about to
with.
ask a question? Okay.
Well, no, I was just gonna make a statement. I was just gonna say, many places in my life, I've been that person where I've been not as motivated and or have not been as driven to get some things accomplished. So, I mean,
Right.
that journey is always easier said than done for some people.
Really.
But what? So your motivation for not getting stuck in that place, was it a specific event or was it um, a specific person that helped you not get stuck in that mode? Because there was a point in my life where I was like that. Like everything I tried, I felt like it wasn't going right, so I kind of pushed it over here to the side instead of nurturing that baby. But then other people would come up behind me and give me a compliment or say, "Keep doing it," trying to throw that
Right.
encouraging word, excuse me, in there that pushed me to try it again, if you will. But do you have someone like that in your life, or was that the kind of aha moment you had to keep you moving forward and not necessarily staying stagnant?
Well, I would say for me, mine was my kids. I always wanted better for my kids. My life growing up haven't always been that great.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I wanted more for my kids. I wanted them to have the things that I wasn't able to have. So I'm like, I gotta get it. And preferably, they don't have to work as hard.
Okay.
That amen, amen. Building that legacy,
Yep.
that
They say the
easier legacy.
generation wealth. Look, the generation wealth.
Can you speak more to that? Like, what else, as you're building your legacy and that generational wealth, what would you ideally like that to look like for you? I know you've already accomplished a ton of things, but what else would you like that to look like?
Look, hopefully the grandbabies and my kids, if something happen to me, that they'll take over the business, and it just going down the line.
Okay.
Okay, so overall, with the let's start to break down a couple things. So with the empowerment, have you noticed in Atlanta, because I know Atlanta is super saturated with people now, have you noticed that there are still a lot of people with that crabs in the barrel mentality, or have you been able to break through that and show people that collaboration does not mean, you know, somebody's overtaking your ideas or stepping on your toes? Have you had any experience with that?
I would say yes. Um, I wouldn't necessarily just say Atlanta, but it's kind of hard when you starting something and you got other people. I for whatever reason, you always kind of have somebody who feel like that was my ideal. I started that, but I feel like what God have for you, it is for you, and it's so much. That's like almost like McDonald's and Burger King. They side by side, and the people have a choice to go to whichever one they want to go to. But I feel like people just have to understand that it's for me. It's not about trying to be jealous of anyone, envy anybody. I'm out here just trying to do the work for the Lord. God tell me to do, X, Y, Z. I'm gonna go forward. But you have people that will envy you and be like, they took my idea. That's supposed to be what I was doing. But you know, even when people do that, you can't let people hold you down. You just got to keep going forward and making things happen. Because, like I say, what's for you is for you.
Amen. I definitely agree with that because my daytime job that I had is really competitive, and I'm like, whatever's supposed to be for me is for me. I'm not about
Right.
to stress myself out over this. I'm not gonna stress myself at trying to make somebody else look good. I'm gonna do what I need to do for me, and
Right.
the rest of the stuff will fall in place. So I definitely agree with that. Now, uh you spoke about the catering, and I love to eat. I'm trying to figure out why I ain't got a plate yet.
See,
So
what you need to do is come on down. As they
next time
said,
I,
this ain't the price is right, but you just come on down. So let's talk catering, and we got
listen,
you.
I need to Google because I need to look and see how many plates I need to have. So um do you have an actual brick and mortar, or do you have food truck, or
No, we don't have the food truck, but we don't have the brick and mortar. We just do a lot of catering events and whatnot. But it has been talked about as far as like the restaurant thing. But I'm still praying on that part because when it comes to a restaurant, it comes with more obligations and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
mm,
it's
good.
something I'm definitely praying on. But I
My
thank
goodness.
God this far that He
Listen,
truly had me in places and rooms, and it's like, wow, God, you showing out.
We
Sounds
love
like
it.
it.
We love it when God shows out. But we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna continue to pick your brain about all your greatness.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to hear more about this food. But we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for the ultimate radio experience? Tune in to JQLM Radio now. From gospel vibes to Christian rap, hip hop, pop, R&B, and smooth jams, we've got it all covered. Get hooked on real voices, raw entertainment, and super relevant topics that'll keep you glued. Don't bother touching that dial. We've got the perfect soundtrack for every moment. Start your day right and groove into the night with JQLM Radio. Download the JQLM Radio app, listen on Alexa, TuneIn app, Simple Radio app, or visit egoentertainmentnet.com/JQLM-radio. Your irresistible music journey starts here. JQLM Radio. Real, raw, relevant, and dope. Music. Track by Dmitry Kolesnikov on Pixabay.com.
Okay, so
Are you in need of a fresh perspective on relationships, wholeness, love, and transformation? Or are feeling consumed with hurts from the past and finding it difficult to overcome traumatic events? Well, contact licensed marriage and family therapist Sharon Mason of Love That Relationship. She can get you back on the road to building a healthy and loving relationship with yourself and others. Love That Relationship. What if you had the ability to encourage yourself just by putting on a piece of clothing? It's possible when you shop GDFAM. God Didn't Forget About Me apparel. Shop dresses, t-shirts, sets, jumpsuits, sweatsuits, and more for men and women. When you look good, you feel good. And when you can remind yourself that you have not been forgotten, you feel great. Shop GDFAM now at GodDidn'tForgetAboutMe.com. Music. Powerful advertising track by Anton Vlasov on Pixabay.com.
all right, so we are back talking with Dr. Shan. I know people probably wondering, like, why did I segue into books and talking? I'm sorry, segue into food. Reason being is because one of your top selling books, or are both of them, about food. Oh,
Wait,
did we
say
lose her?
that. Say that one more time. I just jump back in. Say that one more time.
Oh, sorry. The reason why I was talking about food, I know people probably like, why is she go talking about food out of nowhere? But it was because you have best-selling books that are pertaining to the food that you create, correct?
No, we're in the process. I was like, the book didn't get released without my knowledge, did it? No,
Oh,
we're
okay. Because I
no,
was looking at
we're
your bio,
in the
I was like,
process.
wait.
Yeah, we're in the process doing a little food book. I was like, wait a minute now. No, but the other books we do have some best selling books. One that I was in, Life, Love, and Lockup. And another book is with another curator with 12 best authors, and it's called The Love Book.
Okay. I
Can you tell
know.
us a little bit about the books?
I know I spoke too early about it, but yeah, could speak a little bit about it.
Okay. So with Life, Love, and Lockup, it's just dealing with, some issues that I would say 12 amazing women was going through. As far as like, we all have a time that, everybody's locked up. And I would say for me, my time when I was going through the book, I was definitely locked up. But I'm not going to say whether I was in jail or not, because you got to read the book for that part. Life, Love, and Lockup. It is definitely on Amazon, and the Love Book as well. Um, it's a true story talking about something I went through in life. Just how God pretty much tested my faith and how my faith is now on a bigger level, and a journey that I had to go through with God. And like I say, it's definitely an amazing book. I really don't want to give it away, but I would definitely say check it out. Amazon, or you can also get the book from me. You can order it from my website, which is www.letstalkrealtalk.com with an S. So they can definitely check it out.
Okay.
It's an amazing book, amazing story, true story.
Oh, I'm excited. For
I'm
you, what would
sorry.
you say has been the thing that's really helped grow your faith?
Um, I would say watching Fantasia, and that might kind of sounds kind of odd, but I would never forget looking at American Idol and seeing Fantasia on American Idol, and how I don't know, have either one of y'all seen American Idol, or the story
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
of
I remember her
Fantasia story?
season.
Okay, so it was more like that, and when she went to American Idol, but she was late. Sometimes we are late. But the security guy, came out and was like, "Hey, I remember you." And it's almost like God is send people to you, on time. It's always that angel that's present, and they sign her in. And I feel like if it wasn't for that security guy sending her in, she might have missed the mark for today. And so just to see that God can use anybody, how He used Fantasia. And I used to be
Hmm.
like, okay, I'm just a girl from Decatur, like, and God used to always say, I'm gonna blow you up. I'm gonna have you on billboards. Maggie, like so many people gonna know about you. And I'm like, how people gonna know about me? I go to work, I go home. But the same way He used Fantasia, He used me. And like I said, I was just this little girl from Decatur. But He growed me even on the spiritual side. And even like I say, had me in so many rooms that some people would be like, it's so hard to get into the rooms, but it's just amazing, like, what God can do, and it's just powerful. So,
I love that.
whew, super excited just to see, like, all that, like I say, it's truly have built my faith, like, man. Because, sometimes we get to thinking on the little side, and God say, I don't want you to think little. I always continue to think big. Surround yourself with, positive people, people that are doing things. Because, you got so many people that are dream killers. That's why they say you have to be careful who you tell your dream to. Because
Hmm.
they be like, oh, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. They got something to say. But, you got to just, keep going forward. Make it happen.
I
Get
agree.
out here and let our brothers and sisters know, the younger generation say, hey, I can do this. If God did it for me, just imagine what He can do for you.
Hmm. I love
Well,
I love that because they say a lot. I feel like
Yeah.
we allow they to do say so much and influence so much. So I love to hear that that's something that you're not allowing to stop you from your greatness.
I'm going forward. I want all what God got for me. All what He got for me. And I
Hmm.
tell
and
people, and,
this
and I
lifetime.
always tell people, do the right thing. Don't try to, uh, as people say, try to be crooked toward people.
Hmm.
And when you do right, and I'm such a giver, and I feel like I give so much, and people be like, "Why do you give?" And why do you bless people? Because God blessed me with so much, so many times that it's almost like I don't even miss it. So I tell people, just do the right thing, and I promise it'll come back. Like they say, when you sow the seeds and you water your flowers and planting all this stuff, it will definitely come back. It's gonna sprout up and it's gonna blossom. So you're gonna
We
get your harvest back.
we had that we kind of had that discussion earlier at the event we were at earlier about reciprocity and how
Okay.
people are giving and not necessarily looking for things back, but when they are blessed or given those things back, it comes back way bigger than what they thought. So
Hmm.
um, and I know even just the little bit I do know about you, Shan, you do a lot of that, especially talking about like on your show. especially dealing with like domestic violence and human trafficking and the organizations you partner with and empowering people. So, in the spirit of giving flowers while people can enjoy them on this side of heaven, as people say, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely appreciate you taking that torch and carrying it and actually putting your actions to where your words are. Because so many people will say, "Oh, I'm here for you, sis," or I got you," but to actually have it and to see it and to feel it, and for people to actually enjoy that, um, it's almost becoming a rare thing in the world we live in today, because everybody is about themselves in
True.
some cases, and then you have to decipher who is really there for you, who is not against you, who is not looking to do harm to you, and also to lift you up. So I commend you for your efforts, and I want to encourage you for even stepping out on that faith and just moving forward and listening to what God said. You know, a lot of us, we don't listen to what God's been telling us for the longest, and we kind of, you know, be like, oh, I'll get back to it, you know. But
Mhm.
tomorrow, today, these moments are not promised. So
That's
I'm
true.
preaching to myself right now. I am preaching to myself. So we have to seize the moment and definitely do what we're supposed to do as good stewards over this good body that we've been given. So I commend you, sis, and all that you are doing, and stay encouraged, and all the things that you want, I fully believe will be given to you because you're doing the work as you're supposed to do. So that's all I'm
Amen.
saying.
Well,
So,
I thank you for that. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, but also even it's for you. You know, just keep going. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, you know, just go for it. You know, like they say, Nike, just do it. Just go out there and make it happen. Um, just be encouraged. Like don't let the little small things stop you. Because you never know, you know, you might got so many people that maybe want to sponsor whatever it is that you're doing, you know, your supporters. And it might be people, I don't know, you know, what it is that you was doing, but you never know who might be that person that's waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? For like some type of deliverance or something. Because you just never know.
so what do you do to refill your cup and take care of you? Because I know you're doing a lot for others, but how do you take care of you?
Thank God for the people that pray over me, my overseers, because
Oh.
Lord knows I have to have some praying folks that's praying for me. Cause there's some days I be like, woof. But then I have to, you know, get in my prayer closet and have my prayer time and listen to my gospel music and just download and let out. And, you know, like I said, I'm human. You know, we all, you know, may cry, whatever, but hey, you gotta let it out, release because stress is a killer.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't let it out, you know, and no telling what type of illness it may bring to your body and may cause harm. So you have to have your moments, whether it's taking a vacation, going to get a massage, and just talking to God. You know, I like I said, I talk to God like He my homeboy. I'm like, listen here, wait a
Sometimes
minute
You're
you
now,
got
God.
supposed
to.
to.
Yeah, we're
I'm
supposed
like, you
to.
talk to Him like that. Hey, that's my homeboy right there.
But that just speaks to the relationship you have, because if you don't have an intimate relationship to where you can talk to God as you would anybody else, then what's the point, right? You know,
Right.
God doesn't want to be some pedestal being that never is talked to, touched, or, you know, ever had a conversation with. So it definitely speaks volumes to your walk, and then also by your walk shining out, you know, you will affect somebody else. We never see, sometimes we don't see how much we impact people until later, or sometimes people will come circle back to you and say, you know, when you said this in 2019, that really impacted me, and I just want you to know, as of today, 2024, this is what happened. I've had that happen once or twice, and I was like, oh, I don't think anybody heard me, but oh, okay, thank you. You know, so I definitely like to have that conversation, because I've had that conversation with God a few times. Like, sir, we need to talk, because it's like
And
you know, I don't
it's
get what's
funny that you
happening.
say that. It's funny that you say that because I actually get that a lot, and I think that's one of the things that I say in my prayer. God, use me for your glory. Send me the people, whether it's the broken people or, whoever that he sent me, that I can be able to be of some type of help. So, and he
Mm.
definitely would do it. And, God has a funny sense of humor. You be like, okay, God,
Yes,
for
he
real?
do.
Be like, you want me to do what? Okay. Be like, you said, send. Oh, I did say that. Okay. So, yeah.
Yes, he
But
does
it's
have a
all
sense
about
of
just being
humor.
obedient and, hey, do what you're supposed to do.
Okay. So we're gonna shift gears just a little bit, if that's okay with you. Um, so what would be something that people would be surprised to learn about you?
But say, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna say one thing that they probably will be surprised. And they may not, who knows? Um, of all the business that I have, I still have a full-time job.
Mm,
And people be like, how do you have a full-time job? And actually my job, they always say, well, when you gonna leave work? Or they tell me when I'm at work, when you gonna do your work? And I'm like, I'm always doing my work. They be like, yeah, you up here writing invoices. Or you doing this, you doing that, you doing your business. But I'm still doing my other, the main job because, reading. But my full-time job is law enforcement. But I would say I'm more on the light of the good side and not the dark side, because you do have some dark side law enforcement people who, let the
mm,
title or things get to them. But for me, I thank God that He allowed me to be the light in the dark places. So because I watched the news and be like, well, that was wrong. But I thank God for that. Like I said, allow me to be the light in the dark places. But yes, I do have a full-time job that I still work and still continue to do all of the other business, from the catering, the t-shirts, and cooking on just every, oh my God, it be so much. And people like, when do you sleep?
I was gonna ask that because I struggle with that part. I do not sleep enough, and I still don't get everything done I'm supposed to get done. So I was gonna ask, when do you sleep? Because you busier
Look,
than me.
look, when your body is tired, it gonna say, we finna shut this thing all the way down. So it's gonna tell you, be like, okay. You be like, I'm still trying to go. As women, I think, some of we be like on the go. We be running and running. We probably could do a door sale commercial because we be going and going and going. But then it get to that little point, we kind of start moving slow like the Tin Man. And the body be like, okay, got no choice but to shut it down. So,
okay.
but I get fussed at. They be like, you had some sleep. I ain't gonna say nobody on the call, but
And the same person who
Lady
fusses at
J,
you about sleeping,
look,
she don't
Lady
sleep either.
J, she's gonna make that phone call and be like, you had some sleep? What you doing over there?
And she need the
I
same phone call to herself while she playing.
Ooh, y'all saying so much.
I mean,
look,
because
I have to
she
get on
said
her
she ain't gonna
sometime.
chime in.
Like,
She gonna chime in now.
look, I have to get on her and be like, okay, don't worry about no emails, no invoice, no nothing. Well, I gotta jump back on. Girl, take a break. It's we know what's going on. Take a break. But I guess they say I get it from my sister. I got it honest.
Okay. Well, y'all some busybodies, but it's okay. I get it. This is definitely a pot calling the kettle black situation. So
Right. Hey, we be on the go. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
okay. So people will be surprised that you still work a full time job on top of the other 37,000 things that you do. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. What are three fun facts to learn about you that we can learn about you?
Three fun facts.
Yes.
If you had a guess, what would you say?
I don't know.
You like, I,
I would say world traveler.
That
um,
sounds great.
uh, Well, I mean, uh, a serial entrepreneur, that's a given. But let me think. Fun fact.
Oh.
Uh,
Can you like kind of give us a hint?
Well, cooking is one.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Cooking is one. I
You've
love
cooked.
going. Go ahead. I'm
No, you
listening.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, cooking is one. That's something I love to do. I love to cook, and I just love to see the smiles on the people's food as they're eating the food, and because I put a little cheese in the food, and they, taste the food, and it's like, oh my god. So, I love to cook. Love to cook. That's always been one of my things growing up.
Okay.
And I love to go to the range. I love that female moment, just going to the range
Mm.
and staying in the range and just practicing. You always got to be on your toes.
Okay.
So that's another fun fact about me. And then another fun fact, I love switching up my hair. I'm that girly girl. Like, okay, let me become Keisha. Let me be Tamika tomorrow.
Okay.
You gotta swap it up, switch it up.
You do. So who are you today? So we know.
Nikki, Nikki,
Okay.
Nikki, darling.
Okay, you got to have that alter ego. Listen, keep them
Yes,
guessing. Keep them guessing. Like you don't know
yes,
me.
Nikki, darling, and bring
Okay.
Nikki. Gotta bring her out into a whole nother character.
Okay. Maybe I need to start doing that so I can feel like a whole new woman. Just
But
just
now
switch
just
it
don't
up.
do like I did. I was doing that one time. Me and my husband was like playing, like doing the role playing, and I had called him early, and I was like, hey. And he was like, who is this? And I was like, this Nikki. He was like, Nikki. And I was like, they were playing role play. He was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so when you get home, I want you to put your cologne on, take your shower, and we going out. And then my day was like so long. Then we came home, and he was taking a shower, and he was putting on cologne. I'm like, hold up, brother, who you put cologne on for? Where you going? He was like, waiting. And then this was your, you talking to Nikki. So, you know, look, just don't forget that you still in role playing character. So
That
he's
is
like, wait a
cute.
minute. I said, oh yeah, I had forgot. I forget. I was Nikki earlier. I forget. So
Well, while I collect my thoughts, we're gonna take another commercial break because you get some ideas because that day comes. I'm about to have four different alter egos real quick, but we'll be right back with more Empowered Hour with Dr. Shan.
Calling all podcasters, creatives, and hustlers. Ego Entertainment Network is unlocking its doors, and you're invited to take center stage. Whether it's your podcast, radio show, or you need a workspace that vibes with your hustle, Ego Studio is the place to be. Fully equipped with mics, TV screens, audio gear, desks, Wi-Fi, and our talented engineers at your service. Right in the heart of downtown Indianapolis, this is where your ideas come to life. Ready to book? Hit us up at egoentertainmentnet.com/about. And let's make your vision a reality. Ego Entertainment Network, your studio, your vibe. Book the Ego Studio now and let your creativity flow. Music, Future Track by Alexi Action on Pixabay.com.
Welcome to the Gallery Event Center. My name is Richard, and we're located on the north side of Indianapolis in the Castleton area. We can be reached at 317-534-6399, or you can visit us at our website at www.thegalleryeventcenter.com. Also on Instagram at The Gallery Event Center. We specialize in birthdays, baby showers, weddings, and even family get-togethers. So come see us and book your event today.
Okay, so we are back, and and we learned some tips on how to keep your relationship spicy by switching up. I love it. I love that for her. How long have you and your husband been married?
Since 2019.
Ooh,
Yes, 2019. Now they say it seems like it's been a long time. 2019.
that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
It is because people don't stay married these days, boy. Oh boy, they just do not. So I commend y'all for that and keeping it spicy. That's probably the glue because people get bored with each other, and the fact that you guys switch it up so much within your own boundaries of your home, that that keeps that glue solid. So I love it. Maybe one day when I get to that point, I'm gonna take that idea from you. I gotta get my names together first though, so I can get my wigs to match that personality, and then I'll be prepared in case, because they say speaking into existence. So if I
That's
start
right.
now, if I get my names and stuff together, get my wigs lined up, be like, okay, this is who I'm gonna be, and he'll be ready, and I'm just gonna give him a warning, like, don't just go with it, just go with
Yeah,
it.
you put your wigs on the head and put a little name next up on the bottom, like this is Tamika, this Nicole, this
Exactly,
Shirley.
Not Miss Charlene.
Shirley.
Well, I'm just saying. Then you gotta have that little hood name. So when they see it, like, oh,
Buquisha.
okay, so she don't play, baby. When they see that, so it got to be that type of hair that when they see that wig, they be like, oh, she don't play, baby. She look like she'll take her earrings off and be like, what's up? So you gotta have that one wig, be like, hey, that you can kind of like turn back when somebody kind of getting crazy, like, let me shift this wig. So they be like, wait a minute.
Love it, love it.
But yeah, girl, get you some wigs, girl. You gotta send me some pictures. I'm like, okay, look at her.
Maybe yes, you can help me name them. I'm gonna be like, okay, so what does this give you vibes of, real quick? I think Buquisha gonna have to be real colorful though. Buquisha gonna have to be colorful.
You might see a wig, be like, okay, that's Ebony. Okay, now that's Laura. How you just look at a person and be like, okay, you look like your name might be Mika.
That's
I love
true.
Us women, we had that tuition.
That's
true.
true. That's
I
true.
love that y'all naming y'all coming up with wig names on the show. I love it.
Yes. And look, something that we can pronounce. Because,
Yes.
Definitely.
I know it was hard for some of the teachers that when the kids went back to school, and they probably was like, Boquisha, Bo, whew, child.
I saw that TikTok meme or that reel where the guy was trying to pronounce those names, and I was
Right.
like, "What is that?" Because one of them was Don Travion, but it was
Yeah.
DON number three. I was like,
Ooh.
"What?"
So
Y'all
look,
put
you
some
seen the same. You
stretch.
seen the same one I saw. He was like,
Yeah.
struggling a little bit. No, it's
Yes.
Boquisha. Oh,
Tana Quananisha, something like that. I was like, "What is that?"
Oh,
See, it's good to have fun. I
it
promise,
is.
but
It is.
when you're playing with these kids' names, oh no, they scar for life.
He'd be like, hold on, who named you, baby? Mm.
but it don't have to be that extreme because people mess up my name and it's phonetically spelled.
Okay,
If
so
you
pronounce your name real slow
It's
for the.
Ranada. Ranada.
So what do they call you for short?
Nada.
Uh, Nada.
Nada.
Yeah.
Okay, so but that's not bad. But if somebody who couldn't, probably they were like, "Ooh, what's it?" Not, well, they could. I could see somebody kind of messing it up a little bit, but
I get
I
People
called.
mess
got you.
my name up.
I
I
get
People
called.
got
mess
you
my
because
name up all the time.
I got you because I have a coworker on my job and her name is Renata, my sis.
Oh, is she good people?
She good people. She really. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to share this and say, Renata, I was talking about you on the show. Let the viewers know that you're like another sis on the job, you know?
See, you was talking about
Whew.
Renata with Renata. Look at that.
Yes, with another Renata.
Mm.
And she was like, you were being petty. No, it was another Renata on the show. And I was like, I got a sis called Renata. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to share this information. Now, if you're watching this, we're gonna have another conversation about this. Got some
So
cool coworkers.
I love that. So since we talked about being sexy, what do you do to be sexy for yourself? Because I think that's equally as important. Being sexy for your partner and being sexy for you.
I like to dress up. You
I
know,
love
it's one thing like when you're in a uniform.
that.
So I love when I'm out of uniform. I love to be like that plain Jane person. Not so much as plain, but you know, I dress up and you know you feel sexy, get your makeup, and you know you become this character and just you own it. You gotta walk in, you gotta own it. So it's like, ooh, I'm feeling good, girl. Sex got these little cute clothes on. Then you got your boo like, hey, boo. So yes, honey, you gotta dress it up. Put something cute on.
I love it.
Clothes will definitely make you feel a whole lot better.
And
Clothes
look,
with a
ain't look,
certain outfit.
ain't your little makeup. You gotta like I say, you gotta get cute.
See, I'm
I
not
think
good at
makeup
makeup.
really changed the game. Makeup really is like a game changer. Cause I tell my daughter that all the time. I said, you got this cute little baby face, but it's like when you get made up, babe, I be like, okay, baby, you beat to the goddess. Like it's, I mean, she really turns into a whole different person. I be like, oh, so yeah, makeup is definitely a game changer. But
Okay.
for some, for me, it makes you feel good. But like, I don't know, and I feel like it make people, you know what I'm saying, see you like in a different light, you know, especially when you having like business, because you, if somebody's talking to you and they looked at like whatever, you be like, oh no, I don't want to deal with them. Let me go over here to look to somebody that look the part. So it really plays a major factor
Mm-hmm. Okay.
in life.
I
We're
love
getting
that.
almost to the end of the show. Lord have mercy. This show goes so quick.
Oh my God, we finna end
I know. We're going to do this again and again and again.
and again and again.
So I guess my last question for you would be, what is something that you want the listeners to take away from just being in your presence? What is your last 2 minute elevator speech type stick with the moment? Something you could say about you.
God did not forget about me, and God did not forget about you. And you can find me at www. Let's Talk Real Talk with a S.com. You can find the apparel at www.goddidn'tforgetaboutme.com. And I'm on Instagram as Let's Talk Catering and Anointed T-Shirt Company. And on Facebook, I am Shan White. Y'all follow me, follow. Send me some messages. But yeah, God did not forget about me, and God did not forget about you.
Okay.
Amen.
So then my last question would be, what is like one of your favorite Bible verses or favorite Bible stories? Or even a gospel song?
My favorite Bible verse is Philippians 2 and 3. That's my
Mm.
favorite. That's my favorite Bible verse.
And for those that don't know, what is Philippians 2 and 3?
You know what? Let me take that back.
Okay.
I have another one. My main one that I truly love. Habakkuk 2 and 3. Write the vision and make it plain. But he that read it will run with it. Though it tarry, wait for it will surely come to pass. So I tell
Mhm.
anybody, whatever it is that you want to do, write it down. And just remember, It's gonna come to pass. You will see it. I'm definitely a firm believer of it.
I love that. You said, let me pick one of these minor prophets. I see you, girl.
Yes. Gotta look. Wait on it. Though it tarry. Like they say, though it tarry, wait for it. For it will surely come to pass.
Awesome. Well, man, thank you so much for being on our show and giving us so many words of wisdom and inspiration. And thank you for being such an amazing woman and setting such a great example of no matter what, God hasn't forgot about you. So thank you
Yes,
for everything.
ma'am. Thank you guys again so much for having me on the show.
No, thank you for even agreeing and sharing your story. I mean, I know we didn't get to dive into your story as much as I wanted to, but I encourage listeners to go to your website to see more support. Donate to your organization so you can keep doing what you're doing. And if anybody's listening in the Atlanta area or anywhere else actually who wants to make her dream come true, help her, send her all the resources so she can get her brick and mortar, so she can get her uh t-shirts further reached across the globe. So just extend the helping hand because she's doing great work. So we want to encourage and keep her flowing with all the blessings she does not have room to hold. So
Yes.
And
all of
then if
us.
y'all don't want to support, you can always just put it out there. Maybe somebody else, one of your social media friends, might want to check it out. So it's always good to just put it out there. You never know who might be that person to say, hey, let me go visit her site. Hey, let me bless the woman of God. So thank you guys for even doing that.
Amen, amen.
Yes.
Well, we got 30 seconds probably. So please go to Shan's website and then also visit our website, www.empoweredlivinginc.net. I'm going to update the website here. We're going to have the Care Summit September 21st. You will start seeing a bunch of stuff rolling out because Lady J is taking over that marketing. So uh, until next time, y'all have a blessed week. Stay safe. Remember to
Yes.
support each other. And yeah, let's get this thing cracking. So talk to y'all later. Have a good week.
Bye. Have a great week.